Majority of the things which require our attention are actually very trivial. So you need to prioritize what you need to do. Something is due today. That should be your top priority. Right? So anything related to that, you should finish, then you look at other things.
Now let's come to time management. You have a fantastic course on YouTube which summarizes the whole of YouTube in just a span of 90 minutes.
Thank you.
So kudos for that. You have told a lot of steps and a lot of methods in it. I want to specifically point out the 2-minute rule which you have mentioned. That if there is some task which you can complete in 2 minutes, complete it and then get back to work. Right?
Yes.
What personally happens with me is, I take that 2 minutes task and then go with the flow. Then that 2 minutes turn into 10 minutes to half an hour. And I don't realize. So how can we avoid that and focus on faster context switching?
Well, I realize that not everybody may be able to do that, because I have found in myself I have a good ability to switch contexts. Not everybody may have that, but I think it's a good habit to develop. And I have mentioned that more as actually many ways. One is you will develop ability to switch context fast. You would be able to reward yourself. The 2 minute will take your mind off a bigger task that you're involved in and give you a relief. In the 2 minute, you may actually be just, responding to a message, let's say, in the 2 minutes. Or you're going to, let's say, signing up for something, let's say that you had kept in your task list, right? Or 2 minutes, you just may watch a new song that you are very fond of, let's say. But it could be anything, right? So somewhere, if you are getting caught up in that, see what you're choosing in those 2 minutes. Maybe you're choosing that you like too much. Choose something that is not based on your liking, but based on your something that needs to be done. And you'll do it and come back. If the task does not have a completion tag, then you will not be able to come back, right?
This includes a lot of prioritization, and my next point would be that how to prioritize things, because people say prioritize karo ki education first, then job or something. But in micro task, how can you prioritize stuff? Because you are a really productive person. I have to appreciate. I've heard from many people and also have seen it firsthand. How do you manage prioritization? And again, starting from zero, can you suggest any activities, some books, some videos which people can use?
I think you may have seen that story they often talk about in this, that a teacher asks people that they take a jar and then first you put in the jar sand, then you put small pebbles, then you pick big stones. You find that you can't, put everything. But instead, if you reverse the order, put big stones and then small pebbles and then sand will find its way. You remember that story?
Yeah.
Right? You may have heard that story, right? So, I think that is kind of, one thing that, the bigger things are, but which one is bigger? Now, that's the question you are asking. Yeah. So, in my view, when I get up in the morning, right? Now, I spend, let's say, a lot of time in doing the work for the NGO that I'm involved in. And in that, I have personnel issues and I have proposals to be submitted and some critical responses to be sent. Let's say these 3 categories of work. So then I have my CEO job and at MSIS, and there are some emails or some messages related. There also we have some personnel issues, some legal issues, some payroll related, some money related. So I have 6 mailboxes, like email, right? And maybe hundreds of WhatsApp messages. So before I go to WhatsApp messages, I first go to my email messages. We have a family. Generally in family, we have a family WhatsApp group and an email address where family sends me. First I look at that. I respond to that. Because one reason is there are very few, and whatever they are, I want to be able to respond right away. Then I look at my work. Now work, if there are any legal things or any money related, payroll related, I take care of that. Because I know I have a whole day. Now some people may say that, I know in our heartfulness, in Charlie's time, used to say Charlie used to do mission work, then used to. But I think times are different. The reason is I spend entire day otherwise in heartfulness. So I want to be able to finish any legal contract that has to be signed, that is waiting for my signature, or any payroll, money, invoice, anything to be sent, my approval. I finish that so that people can get paid.
Okay.
Right? I finish those things, and then I quickly look at rest of the emails in my work mailbox. Generally there are some personal issues. I normally don't get too involved in them, but if it does require my intervention, I look at that, or I just keep it in my mind. I will think about it, come back to it later. Then I go to other email addresses. Now there also I'm a working committee member and trustee. For that I have one, again, official matter. I look at official matters first and other regular transactional matters later. Right? So in my life, obviously things that come to me are different than, let's say, things may be coming to you. But you will find, what I have seen is, majority of the things which require our attention are actually very trivial. We think they're very important. See, it took me several years to figure this out. The way I'm telling sounds very easy, but actually our emotions push us to get involved in interpersonal issues first. Right? Arey, mera dost naraj hai. This has happened. This guy has quit. I don't look at those things. I look at those things last. Right? Because one thing I've realized is people don't change. They're not going to listen to me anyway. They are venting. Why should I be target of their venting? I don't look at those kind of things. I just look at mainly, the official matters first. Finish those, and then I come to regular. Then I look at how do I enhance my business? How do I enhance heartfulness? I look at things which are going to contribute to the expansion of things, either here or there. That's kind of how I go about it.
So in rough sketch, let's say for me, right now my education is the current thing, but in the long term, I need to get a job and stuff like that. So
in your education also, there may be things which somebody has sent you, I have done this homework or that. So you need to prioritize what you need to do. Something is due today. That should be your top priority. Right? So anything related to that, you should finish, then you look at other things. You start looking at things which come your way with the perspective that most of the things are trivial. Put that in your mind.
Okay.
Then you will realize that actually they are trivial. You think they are very important, they are not.